So I'm going to put together a little quick mini series of what is liquidation and how I use it. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to search the website, what to look for, how to make sure you're getting the most bang for your dollar, and then what to do when you get it, and then how to sell it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe down below. There's a couple different channels that I use for liquidated merchandise. This one specifically is going to relate to Liquidation.com. So I'm going to screen share here in a little bit and kind of show you how to use the website, what to look for, what I look for, different prices, conditions. But Liquidation.com is my main source right now for liquidated merchandise. So what you can see here is this is the Liquidation.com website. Main page, you can register. You just need to sign in username, address, and I believe that's it. But here you can see the different categories you can do. Clothing, accessories, jewelry, watches, electronics, networking, computers, lighting, general merchandise, and tools and machinery. As well as those categories, there are different sellers on this site. So you can see here, there's a bunch of different locations that these lots are coming out of. We'll dive into a little more in depth here of actual different lots to look for, but keep in mind, in addition to Liquidation being the Liquidation.com provider, there are also third-party providers that will sell their liquidated merchandise on this website. So that's something to think about as you're looking through these lots. When I first started, I stuck to what I knew. So I basically browsed the website as I'm going to show you here. I just started clicking, and all I did was I just started searching specific items until I found a lot that I liked. Now let's go down here. Now before we hop into the lots, I'm going to explain conditions. So there are 6 different condition types to look out for. There is new, refurbished, returns, shelf pulls, used, and salvage. Now, based on the descriptions, the conditions, from most to new to broken, is going to be high to low in price. So your new lots are going to usually be your most expensive because everything's going to be guaranteed to be brand new and working. And then you have your next in line, which would be refurbished, which would refurbish the items and resell them. And then you have returns. So these returns are basically, if you think about stuff that gets sold to stores, sold through the stores, a consumer comes back and returns the item. Most of the time, the store will not put those items back on the shelf. So here you can see return of TVs. Think about why TVs would get returned. Someone doesn't like them. They broke. The user broke them. Consumer broke them. They were broken on shipment. They're missing pieces. The remote is missing. Anything could be a reason for return. So think about why returns would be going back to the store. So you're buying basically items that the consumer has returned for a various slew of reasons. And then salvage. So I don't see any salvage on the front page here, but at least in electronics lots on this page. But salvage is basically lots that are considered pieces, parts, non-functioning, not tested, most likely the cheapest of the conditions you can buy, but potentially has the to be the most profitable, pending what's in there. Now, again, anything I talk about today is pending what you get in your lots. So let's dig in here, and you can see here third-party names here. Source from Amazon's one seller. Diffsnisser Unlimited is another one. I'm on Fashions. What I recommend is starting out, stick to source from Amazon liquidations. That's coming from Liquidation.com, and they are Amazon returns. So let's click on this one. When you hover over the name, don't click. It shows the first couple items in the list. And then I'm going to click on it. It tells you when it's ending. So let's click on it. and it's a bid. So majority of these are bids. They do have sealed auctions or sealed auctions where you can bid on a price and you won't see what the prices are. There are auctions, which you're looking at here, and I believe they have buy it nows. And then mixed format, sealed bid with fixed priced options. So this one's an auction. You cannot snipe on an auction. If you bid within the last 5 minutes, the auction will extend another 5 minutes, I believe. But keep in mind, here's the MSRP. If you want to look at manifest, click on the manifest. Whoops. Here's the manifest. And this is what's supposed to be in the box, and this is why I like manifested liquidation lots. You can see every item that's going to be in the lot. Pay attention to the retail price, because that is not always accurate. I highly recommend you take the top 10% of these items and start looking them up on eBay. I'm looking up what they sell for. Keep in mind, don't assume you're either going to get this completed item, everything's going to be in the box, or it's going to be functioning. So you have to play into account when you're buying these lots, assuming a percentage is going to be broken. I like to assume 20% of the items are going to be broken or missing pieces. But we can get into that in a couple more episodes. But this is kind of a little introduction. So that's your manifest. I always buy lots that are manifested. I do not buy lots that are not manifested. This is where it's coming from. Source from Amazon. So in addition to when this buy price ends, this is your price of the auction when it ends. Next bid is $280. You will then, in addition to that, have to pay here the buyer's premium, so 10% on top of that. And you can see here, standard auctioneering fee. And then on top of the premium and the auction price, before you bid, let me quote, before you bid, come down to shipping, you can see the weight and the classification. Packages can be shipped just like you'd order a package. If this says I believe it says pallet or truckload, yep, you're gonna need a truck with a lift gate if you're residential, or it's different delivery types, so you're gonna be paying more for these. So package is great. Get a quote. Click here. Once you click here, you make sure your address is correct. You hit get a quote. It'll tell you the price. This lot will probably hover between 40 and 80 because it's coming from Vegas to my house. So once you add in the shipping quote, your premium, and your auction price, take that value and match it up against the manifest. So look at your manifest and quote out what you think you can get for each item. And then that is your profitability potential. So then we'll get into what let's you're going to bid on the lot. Let's say you win it. You're going to go forward and pay for it. I think you pay PayPal, credit card. I usually just pay credit card. And then they'll give you a tracking number and it'll mail to you. So what I'm going to show you next is what happens when you get your lot. So the lot I just showed you is going to be it's going to be a package delivery. It's going to come through, at least in my channels, it's going to come through USPS, and it's going to arrive at my doorstep. So that's kind of high level how I use Liquidation.com on the website. I have not gotten into item searches, have not gotten into how to write items down and use those items to continuously search for your things. But we can get into that further down in this series. But I received a Liquidation.com lot, and I wanted to show you that unboxing here. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe down below, and we'll continue this, and we'll go a little more into detail in each video to get you a pro buying liquidation. Thanks for watching.